We are not fooling around today. We have a big dog on the show. This is the all-new BMW 7 Series long wheelbase, and to take it to the next level, it's the Active Hybrid 7. The 7 Series is one of the most iconic full-size sedans in the world. Add on another 5.5 inches to make this the long wheelbase version, and you have almost limousine-like proportions. Throw in the mild hybrid, and this huge car can rocket from 0 to 60 in just 4.7 seconds. Now that's almost Porsche Carrera S territory. We have to say something about the looks of this car. We've been critical of the previous generation of 5 Series, Z4, and 7 Series because of their goofy styling. Gone is the crisp angle butt, named after the former designer. BMW is systematically returning to a more cohesive design that makes us forget all about the previous models. In a nutshell, they got it right with this car. This thing is massive. I mean, check out the door on this long wheelbase version. Now make sure that when you park it, you give yourself a little bit of extra space to open the door, or at the very least, tell the doorman at the hotel to give you some extra room when he opens the door for you. The trunk is fully automatic, which we love, but the trunk is disappointingly small. There's space taken up by the lithium-ion battery pack, but other manufacturers have been able to integrate their battery a whole lot better. Not much room for golf clubs. They might end up in the huge back seat. Now the back seat is where you want to ride in this car. The legroom is massive and the footrests are a nice touch. For a car that starts at $132,300, we're surprised that the reclining rear seat feature is not included at this price. But BMW will sell you a package that reclines and massages for $4,500. Sitting in the driver's seat is a great place to really command this car and just sit back, relax, and enjoy driving. The interior looks very similar to the BMW 5 Series, which is fantastic because it's nicely laid out and all of the fabrics and materials really come together to give it a first-class feel. We should point out that the latest version of the iDrive system is finally a pleasure to use and is another reason to just forget about the previous generation 7. Yes, the 7 Series is all about interior luxury, but it's also about cutting-edge technology, and in this case it revolves around the new hybrid system. Unlike the BMW X6 hybrid, which can operate on electric and gasoline power, this big 7 is a mild hybrid. What that means is that the gasoline engine is always running when the car is in motion, and the electric motor assists, which removes load from the engine and ultimately saves fuel. Mild hybrids like this are very easy to drive because you never have to give anything up. The only time you're aware is when the car comes to a complete stop. The gasoline engine switches off and it restarts when the brake is released. Not to worry, the air conditioning and other functions continue to work. The combined output of the 4.4-liter V8 twin-turbocharged gasoline engine and electric motor is 440 horsepower. That's 40 more than the gasoline engine. Torque is rated at 515 pound-feet, which is 65 more than the regular car. All of that power is placed through an 8-speed automatic transmission. The automatic is very smooth when you put it in normal or comfort mode, but when you put it in sport mode, it can be a little jerky, especially on the downshifts. Now, if you compare it to, let's say, the Lexus LS 8-speed, well, the BMW just isn't as smooth. Unlike the gasoline models that are now sold only as all-wheel drive, this car is rear-wheel drive. That makes it a purer driving car, but some buyers might give it a pass in favor of all-weather traction. So what kind of a difference does the hybrid system make, and for how much? Well, the hybrid version is almost $16,000 more than the gasoline version, but it does have more power. Fuel savings is in the 15 to 17% range and is rated at 10.2 liters per 100K in mixed city and highway driving. The regular gasoline car is rated at 13. A big appeal to buying a car like this, if you can afford it, is definitely the image that it has associated with it, which is why the Hybrid 7 badging is so prominent on both the back and the side of the car. If you're an executive and you like a big, posh, luxurious car, then do the right thing and offset your carbon footprint. This huge car is a bit confusing. On one hand, BMW is really pushing performance, but on the other hand, it isn't about performance at all. It's just about relaxing and enjoying the drive. I think the hybrid might have been better served on the sportier 5 Series. Who's kidding who? Personally, I would love to be driven around in a stunning car like this, hybrid or not.
For more information and web-only features on the all-new Active 7 Hybrid, visit our website at drivingtelevision.com.